Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, but you guys know what time it is. We're going to be talking about ICP, known as Internet Computer. We're going to be talking about what is happening with the price of Internet Computer right now, and of course, what is yet to come. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. If we're looking at the entire markets right now, if we're briefly looking at it, everything is green right now, and that is due to the fact that Bitcoin has pushed back up 43,000 and it's taking literally everything up with it, as well as ICP. But let's take a further look at it. But before I do that, if you do support the channel and want to be a part of the Crypto ZX community, I have launched my Patreon, kind of revamped it up a bit. You can see this for yourself. There's two different tiers, and if you want to learn a little bit more on that, link in the description box below. The first link, make sure you come and join, and I will see you guys there. But now let's take a look at what's happening with ICP. A lot to talk about, especially from my previous update, which was just yesterday. So you guys can see, as of December the 19th, the price is back above that $10 mark, and the $10 mark is a psychological point. You guys can see this for yourself. It's up 6.5% on the USD comparative over the past 24 hours, and it's also up 2.5% in the Bitcoin comparative over the past 24 hours. Market cap currently sitting at $4.5 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume currently approaching that $300 million mark. Let me tell you guys something. The amount of people that came out and were targeting me yesterday about ICP was absolutely insane. The community is really, really serious about this project. I started off the video saying that, 700 was, of course, the initial listing price. And I don't think that is going to be reachable. And some people took that personally. Some people don't understand what $700 price means in terms of market valuation. This needs to literally beat everything. And sure, the project might be such a massive project, such a slept on project compared to the other layer ones, but it has to, of course, get to the market valuation to get to those levels. And we're going to keep it realistic on here. It would be great. I'm not saying that maybe in the next 5-10 years it can't be possible, but this bull cycle, $700, it's a little bit of a stretch because of the market valuation, unless we hear some absolutely mind-blowing news that we just can't comprehend, then possibly. But that still does not mean that this cannot make you gains, especially considering the hype factor that's involved around it and what it's trying to do. It's honestly trying to make the entire internet, something we use on a day-to-day basis, decentralized. Absolutely insane. But let's take a further look at it. Before we do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So looking at ICP right now, you guys can see it's back above this resistance, $9.71, which is a huge resistance for ICP, because of course this was the bear market zone for, I wouldn't even I take that back. I wouldn't say this ends the bear market cycle, because the bear market cycle ends at this resistance, $11.79. But basically what I'm trying to say is this resistance was really, really important, because you can see this for yourself. Last time the price retested this was last year in August, and pretty much since then it never retested, or nor did it come close to doing so. But moving forward to Q4 of this year, we have finally seen this pop off, and as more and more people are researching ICP, as it's gaining traction, people are starting to realize, hold on, this could be one of the top layer ones. Of course, it's still in the early stages, but when people really research as to what ICP is doing, it is worthwhile noting. And because it's dealing with internet, right? Something we use on a day-to-day basis. So, if it were to be mass adopted, there could be a huge, spike in mass adoption for Internet Computer. Maybe organizations start building on ICP. That's something that we need to keep in mind. But of course, the token is exploding right now. If you picked it up, of course, just on October 16th, you're up about 300%. absolutely insane. But pretty much the entire market is pumping right now. But this right here, now this is something we did not mention yesterday. This right here is going to be ICP's quote unquote first real bull market. And because last bull market, it was pretty much launched, you could say at the peak, you could argue it was pretty much the peak of the market where it was launched. And of course, it didn't really see proper bull zone. So this could be its first proper bull market, and that's possibly something that is also a reason as to why a lot of people are excited. But what you're seeing right now is, of course, the price back in the zone, huge zone, which is this resistance above this 977 zone. So we broke out of here, of course, earlier today. If you picked up some ICP yesterday at its previous support line at 917, you did see it go up about 20%. We're seeing a little bit of a pullback, but what you need to see ICP do is actually hold above this support. If it's not able to hold above the support, we could see more downside. So this is something that we need to keep in mind. But the main target, guys, is right here. This is that continuous reminder that you need to be looking at, which is about a move of about another 17%. Because if it pops out of here, of course, we retested this just 2 days back. We did a double retest at the resistance. Of course, we've seen a rejection due to the fact that this is a significant resistance for ICP. But if this is able to break out, we could see some nice upside for the project. Some targets that we could be aiming for is even $14.14. So of course that is exciting, but like I said, these resistances are extremely important. So what you want to be doing right now is looking closely at Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is able to get into the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level, I have a feeling that before we close out the year, there's a strong chance, if it's able to get back in the 38.2 zone, I think there's a chance that we could potentially set ourselves a new yearly high, especially after some rumors going around regarding the Bitcoin ETF being approved earlier next year. And apparently there was an advertisement as well from one of the institutions regarding the Bitcoin ETF. So that is causing some fuel in BTC once again. But next year is going to be very important. So if you're making some profits with ICP right now, it would not hurt to lock some profits, of course, especially if you're up 300%. Locking in profits does not mean you're just closing out your entire position. Maybe lock in 10 to 15% of the profits and looking elsewhere or waiting for dips. But right now, I still think it has steam for itself the way it's reacting. But the resistance at $11.83 is extremely important and should not be ignored, because this resistance will officially mark the end of the bear market cycle, which was, of course, this zone right here. And this could indicate a proper breakout. So one step at a time, of course. Let me know down below what you guys think, and again, let me know what excites you the most about ICP and how can ICP take over the likes of Solana, Cardano, Avalanche. I want to hear from you guys in the comments. And yeah, thank you so much for your support. Love you all. See you tomorrow, and also do check out the Patreon down below. See you tomorrow. Been Crypto ZX, and peace out.